Hey, how you doing, guys? This is Little Powerhouse 102. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing all right. Yeah, guys, very excited to do this video with you guys and share with you guys this awesome figure. I was really looking forward to get this figure in my collection. This figure has history. This figure is what you could say started it all. Our main character, He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Yeah. Um, like I said, I've been looking forward for this figure. Now I have them in the collection. I bought two of them. I don't really buy two figures anymore because of, things are expensive now. And if I really like the figure, I'll buy two. If not, I'll just buy one. But this one, I had to get two. One in the package and one to display. Yeah. But for now, let's talk about. I want to talk a little bit about this figure. Yes, this figure was the artist anyway was Mark Taylor. He's the one that started drawing this figure, which is He-Man. And as they started developing this character, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not wrong, the final, or more or less the final result, I believe, was Wondar. Yeah, Wondar. And that's why Mattel was getting sued, because he looked too much like Conan the Barbarian, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. That's a little bit of the story, the history that I know that was going on. And but Mattel won that lawsuit, so they continued the line with no problem. That's a little bit of history of this character right here, or this concept of He-Man. And I want to say something else. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with this Mark Taylor, sketchbook drawings. I want to talk a little bit about Castle Grayskull. Yes, Mattel really lost an opportunity with this with this Mark Taylor sketchbook thing. I know we're gonna get. You guys are receiving your new Castle Grayskull, your Mark Taylor, sketchbook Castle Grayskull. That's awesome. I'm not hating on it or anything. I think it looks amazing with the mat, and it has the space warrior there. It's just amazing. I think it looks good. But I'm gonna pass on it for now. If I get a good price in Amazon later on, which Amazon really gives good sales, then I might get that Castle Grayskull. It looks amazing. It looks nice. I've seen some reviews and it looks nice. Yeah, and I do want to own one. Yes, but for now I'm gonna wait. And we're gonna check out the box real quick and talk a little bit about Castle Grayskull and He-Man. Yeah. So here is the artwork in the back of this wonderful box, and you can see here. You can see Castle Grayskull, and you guys see what I'm meaning. If they would have gave us this Castle Grayskull, that would have been freaking awesome. We would have got a different castle. Look at that. Looks really amazing. Let's read what it says right here. Inspired by the original concept art, Masters of the Universe presents sketchbook series featuring figures inspired by the original concept drawings of fan favorite characters before they evolved into the final forms of Eternia's greatest heroes and villains. Really cool. Really well said or written. I wish they would have put something here in the bottom saying inspired by Mark Taylor, the art. But really cool. Like the artwork. Here we have the side of the box. We have He-Man's right there, his face right there. Really nice drawing. And there we have him with the axe. And we got to remember when they invented He-Man here, trying to do He-Man, he only came with an axe and a shield. He did not come with the sword. Yes, so really really nice artwork, guys. Like I said, never can get enough of it. And that Castle Grayskull would be nice if we get one of those. Really really nice. Yeah. So there's the box, guys, and the back of the box, the background, here's some more art. Really, really cool stuff that we got here going on. Really iconic, this drawing here of He-Man. We get him with the original He-Man and back of the card. Really, really cool stuff. I really, really love it. Really cool stuff, guys. So here we have the figure. One of my most anticipated figures that I want to put in the collection, and here he is now. Look at that, guys. This is a beauty of a figure. Got the red shield. Got the axe. Really nice, cool loincloth. Really love it. He's wearing like a sandal, like, you know. And here we got some guards under his knee. And here we got his armor, like a leather-like color with the red cross. So that really reminiscens his original look. And here we had him with black hair and this really cool helmet. So a little bit different from our original He-Man, but really cool nonetheless. And here we got a little holster in the back so he could put his axe. So I hope this gold color is coming out really nice in the camera there. And his mug, I think he has a nice mug. This is the way I will display my He-Man here. And this is his second head sculpt right there, which is cool. I mean, you could do like a custom figure and use this head. Kind of reminds me of Brock Lesnar, the wrestler. So those are his accessories: the extra head sculpt and the shield and the axe. So, like I said, that's how how He-Man started, with his axe and the shield. And like I said, he's very has a very interesting backstory. Let's put this extra head sculpt, see how he looks with the extra head sculpt. Okay. Let's see if you guys like how he looks. There he is with the other head sculpt. I'm gonna show him to you guys here in the camera real close. So I appreciate him more with the black hair. I think he looks better. That's just my preference with this figure. Gonna put his head back on. Put his head right here for now. So, He-Man. I wanted to share with you guys another concept art of He-Man. I seen this He-Man in a little resin, which is this one right here. With this kind of a helmet. It has those two red dots and a blue dot on the helmet. I seen this He-Man, like one of the first concept art of He-Man as well, but I don't know who drew him. If you guys know, I don't know if it was Mark Taylor or Roger Sweet. Roger Sweet was another artists that would draw He-Man and invent how He-Man would look. I know Roger Street was he invented Vicron, which is another He-Man that we're gonna see that comparison right now as well. And like I said, very interesting things that were going on in the 80s when they were actually trying to figure out how He-Man was gonna look, or the story, his backstory. So much stuff that was going on in the background, in that us that would buy these toys back in the day, or our parents or whatever, they didn't know nothing what was going on. We didn't even have a cartoon, but they had people working on this line here, which is He-Man and his Masters Universe. I didn't even think they have the title of Masters of the Universe. So that's another story right there. So this is another concept of He-Man, which I think is freaking awesome as well. But I'm not sure about the artist, though. That's the only thing. Now, we're gonna see Vicron. Yeah. Let's see. Man, those dogs from my neighbor. Sorry about that, guys. If you guys hear barking, I'm really sorry. Can't really control those dogs, so they're not mine. So here we have Vicron, another He-Man. Concept of He-Man. Man, these hold your axe, He-Man. Vicron. He-Man of the East. I think that's how they call him. So that's Vicron. And Vicron, if you guys know, he comes inspired with different armors. And I think there's one more armor, which is the space armor, which we're going to show you down right now. Where did I leave him? The space armor guy. There he is, right here. Space armor He-Man. So the story behind Vicron's little story was he would defeat a warrior and he would keep their powers and their armor. That was his thing. Defeat that warrior, keep his armor and his powers. So that's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty cool way of putting things. So we're gonna put Vicron over here next to his other armors. Yeah, they all look amazing. I think all these He-Man concepts or first interpretations of He-Man, they're really, really cool. And of course, we gotta put our original He-Man, so we could check him out. The end result of He-Man. The most powerful man in the universe. All right, let's put him nice and pretty here. So here we got our end result. Yeah, this is what we ended up with. And he did look kind of different from our Filmation He-Man. So I got him somewhere, but this is our Origins He-Man. And this is our sketchbook He-Man. So they do have a lot, they do reminiscent a lot of similarities. If you can see the well, they both have the shields, they both have the axe, but just He-Man has the sword now. That's when they invented by the power of Grayskull. That's just another story there. So really interesting, really interesting story He-Man has on his his background, you could say. Damn those dogs! You could hear those dogs, huh, guys? So I'm I'm really glad that they did this He-Man. Like I said, I really was looking forward for this He-Man, and it's just amazing how they portrayed him in the Origins line. And I want to put that head sculpt on He-Man's body. Let's see how that looks right there. I think he'll look pretty cool because he's blonde, and we'll see. All right, let me see. But yeah, but the skin color does not match He-Man's body skin. Yeah, the face does not match. But that head would look good on a custom, like a custom character, you could say. And he'll make for a good warrior. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I mean, here we have He-Man, the concept art. Stand him up good right here. Boom, there we go. So really cool stuff, man, we've been getting throughout this Origins line. I hope you guys do get this He-Man, and you guys will be satisfied. He really looks that good. I think he's one of my favorite figures now in the collection. But yeah, very interesting story. I really love to hear those kind of things from our favorite line, something that we're collecting and enjoy. And I'm gonna say this again, Castle Grayskull. Mattel, you really missed your chance to do that Castle Grayskull. Just so you guys could check it out one more time. That would have been really awesome if they would have done this sketchbook Castle Grayskull. But I know it would be another mold. It would be so expensive to do. But anyways, like I said, I was very excited to do this review, talk about He-Man, and put this He-Man in the collection. Sometimes I worry too much when something new comes out and I want to put it in the collection, like the 2-pack that we got, the 80 anniversary Mattel 2-pack Skeletor and He-Man. I was really worried that I wasn't gonna get it, and now it's in the collection, and yeah. But really cool figure, guys. I hope you guys are able to get it and put it in your collections. Alright, guys, this is Little Powerhouse 102. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'm out.